Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the Time Traveler's mission for the Ultimate Red Zone against Fusion Zamasu. Now essentially here you are trying to defeat the event with 6 of the Time Traveler's units, and the best lead for this, of course, is going to be the physical future Trunks. Now, there's a lot of reasons as to why physical future Trunks is the best unit for this, but the main reason, not only is he 200% lead and obviously a great damage dealer, but the main reason is because in this int phase, this is where he essentially really dominates and sets you up for success, because Zamasu nullifies certain attacks. So Zamasu essentially, for lack of a better description, any attack that's below a certain threshold of damage he's going to make reduced to 0. So if I do 900,000 damage, Zamasu will reduce that down to 0. If I do 1,000,000, he'll reduce it down to 0. So the easiest way to get through the int phase of Zamasu is to have units that dish out good high volume damage to him, and those are traditionally physical type units. A lot of the times you'll find units like Ultimate Gohan, Kid Goku Youth, or units that have attacks effective against all types, like the World Tournament Goku, and of course Gojitas and things of such nature essentially are really top choices, because they can do so much damage to Zamasu and that they can get you through the end phase quite quickly, because the end phase can really chip at you. Zamasu hits quite hard in an AoE, not the hardest, but he hits quite hard in terms of AoE, which is obviously quite intense on your units. And he essentially, for lack of a better term, he essentially can really take away at your health. So Zamasu is quite a challenge, I think, for a lot of players, and getting past that end phase is quite important. So outside of that, honestly speaking, not too much in the way of importance. I think there's some really wholesome, solid picks for the Time Travelers category that are really solid overall. So we have, for example, the AGL Trunks and Mai, who are really good. They have guaranteed crits against Zamasu, which is very important, and obviously helps out a bunch. And then they also have, of course, 30% damage reduction, which is also something that's very good. So I think overall there is a very solid roster to choose from. Physical Zamasu physical Goasu and Zamasu are also really solid as a floating sport, due to their evasion and just their overall performance. I also really liked using this strength Trunks and Mai, because I found them to be pretty solid overall, and again, to be a unit that is really good, specifically in the second phase, where they do have type advantage. Not that they tank in any way, shape or form, but they do have a really good defense. So it is something that I think is super important, especially when we talk about units in general. So I do think that was really nice of them, and I think they did a good job. Of course, outside of that as well, we have the int Super Saiyan God SS Vegeta and Trunks, who are a fantastic first slot unit. A lot of people seem to think that they can't tank in the first slot anymore. I think they do fine, personally speaking. Obviously if you're attempting a no item run, they would take more damage, but they still should be fine. This strength Trunks also did a great job. Really solid unit. Really enjoyed using him. I think overall he did a great job, so I was very happy with his performance. Obviously he's got damage reduction as well, but he also has type advantage for this second phase, and he builds up his defense over time. Remember, he can stack defense for up to 6 turns, which is pretty good, and can kind of leave him in a really strong situation. Then we have AGL, Goku and Vegeta. Of course, an incredibly solid unit overall. Really strong, and just very capable in a ton of situations. They're great at setting up Trunks and just setting up the rest of the rotation, which is obviously something that's super duper important. And they managed to shuck out some decent damage as well. They maybe don't do the biggest damage, but they actually do some pretty decent damage. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, they do some really good damage overall. So very impressed. Yeah, for me, I think he's really solid. And yeah, like for me, I honestly think he does a great job. Setting up the rest of the rotation isn't always so easy. Being a first slot tank isn't always so easy. Having a unit that does a, like for me, I think honestly speaking, just a great performance overall. So yeah, really super awesome stuff. And yeah, the team flowed quite nicely. I don't really think there was any outstanding weakness, and this team build, yeah, honestly speaking, basically got me the victory pretty easily. I think this was only like the second attempt or something, so honestly speaking it was a pretty straightforward, simple kind of easy victory. I think it's all going to depend, of course, on a little bit of RNG, because obviously you need the physical, Goasu and Zamasu to dodge, and you also kind of need the, like Trunks and Mai to dodge. Of course, that's kind of crucial to the team build and everything. But I think overall, everything ran quite nicely. I don't think there was ostensibly a big problem with the team. We are relying a little bit on dodges, which is obviously, something you need to kind of accept, especially whenever you're running like events of such nature. You're always going to need that little bit of RNG, unless you have the perfect team. So yeah, I think overall really good stuff, and yeah, honestly, all things considered, a pretty general banner unit heavy team. We're not using double physical Trunkses, we're not using double strength Gohans. We're really keeping things quite nice and tidy and quite simple here. So I think overall, honestly speaking, just a really good job. I was really quite happy with just how everything came together. And of course, we can use Trunks' standby skill to just gift ourselves that first slot position and be able to score that necessary damage to kind of end the fight. I think overall it was a pretty good run without being too heavy on the team, and I think overall it was quite a good little challenge. It's nice that they did time travelers, obviously considering all the buffs, and then do something weird like Power Beyond Super Saiyan or something, which would have just kind of been a bit left field. So yeah, overall really happy with everything, and yeah, the event went by really smoothly. And that's gonna be it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, and of course I will see you guys next time. So that's it for the Fusion Zamasu Red Zone. Let me know if you need any more help. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next one. So until then, as always, take care, stay safe, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, as always, bye.